Hey everybody, how is it going? It's Randy here with Nerds Templar, and this is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. Today we've got the final set of 18, the Yellow Division. It's been crazy so far in this set, with only 21 sets to go. Things coming to a close here in all divisions. And shouldn't be any different today, I'd imagine. After 17 so far here, we've got me Swordfighter at 14-3. Incineroar behind him at 12-4. That big fire dark cat. 11-5 Min. Olimar 10-6 along with Ike, Robin, and Ridley. Olimar beat all of them. Ike beat Robin, and Robin beat Ridley. So a big four-way tie at 10-6, and then 10-7 Sephiroth at number 8. Isabelle 9-7 along with Pikachu. They're actually going to fight at set 19. Today's 18. Richter's 8-8. Climbers are 8-9. Joker is 7-9, who beat Samus, who beat Trainer, all 7-9. Joker, the only one of those three getting into the playoffs at the moment. And then that also rounds out the moving on middle from Isabelle at 9-7 to Pokemon Trainer, the bottom of the 7-9s. Sonic 6-10 just beat Game & Watch at 6-10. And Daisy at 5-11 just beat Wii Fit Trainer at 5-11. So a little bit of switch-ups down there, and maybe Sonic and Game & Watch still with a chance. Daisy and Wii Fit Trainer are still technically in it as well. We'll see. Zero Suit, Samus is also still in it at 5-12. Still with a Byleth, but probably done. I would say probably certainly done. Duck Hunt is for sure 2-14 at the bottom there. Today, we've got Olimar taking on the Ice Climbers. Daisy versus Richter. Pikachu against the Mr. Game & Watch. Sonic versus Isabelle. Joker taking on Zero Suit Samus. Duck Hunt against Wii Fit Trainer. Min against Samus. Incineroar versus Pokemon Trainer. Robin against Sephiroth. And finally, Ridley taking on Ike. You've got me Swordfighter on a bye at the very top there, 14-3. Let's see if maybe Incineroar, perhaps even Min can start catching up a little bit to him. Let's find out. And we've also been doing randomized dice rolled skins for this set, 18, and probably going to do 19 and 20 as well this way. 21, I believe, will just end with normal skins there. But, yes, Olimar, Climbers, starting us off here in an old school Yellow Division matchup from our Season 0 promo season. Yeah, where everybody then also played twice per division back in the day. And between these two, they're actually not in the same division, because I don't know why I keep thinking the Ice Climbers was yellow already, but they weren't. They were blue, bottom-ish, middle of the blue, 9 and 11 that is. Very last to get into the playoffs, but they actually won their first match. A huge upset over Mario, and then they lost to Bowser, so that was, maybe see that coming, but yeah, not bad. And then Olimar here, actually also 10-10 in this division, a slightly better, but still the bottom of the playoff picture, but made it in again. Lost to Lucas, so he didn't have a win in the playoffs. Perhaps that bodes well for the Ice Climbers, not losing their secondary Ice Climber there. That's not great, but still. In this season, of course, 8 and 9 Ice Climbers, dropping quite far here in this division. Olimar is up at 10-6. He is enjoying the new look of the yellow, his OG yellow here. He wasn't doing, I don't think he was doing this well the whole time, maybe like slightly. I guess he was up there pretty much the entire time. 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2. He had his bye. 7-2. Wow, yeah, he was 7-2, 7-3. Then he was 7-4. So he just had a couple slightly recently, but not really. And after that, yeah, he was 8-4. He lost three there. 8-4. Then he went to 9-4, 9-5. We have him here 10-5, 10-6. So at the end here, slightly back and forth, but still pretty secure at 10-6. I wouldn't imagine he's going anywhere. Already got the same amount of wins as last season, so that's cool. Ice Climbers need one more to get to their 9 from last season. But they were doing so much better early this season. Right now, very close, 71 to 44, 2 stock each. Poisoned Olimar out. Never mind. But yeah, Ice Climber still with a okay chance. That was the primary Ice Climber going off the side there. That's not good. Still with a chance at playoffs. They're one of the ones that still has a bye left. Next set, in fact. So 8 and 9. They're gonna maybe drop to 8 and 10 here. That's not great. They might need to pick up both their last wins. It all depends. 7 and 9s get in at the moment, so it's possible that we could see 9 and 11 get in again in this division. Get in this division, and also make the playoffs again, because there was only one, and it was in the blue last season, and it was the Ice Climber, and they made it in. But they are going to have to, their last 2 matches, they're going to be up against Ike, and then finally Min Min, so that is not easy. 2 of the top 5 at the moment to try to get into the playoffs. If you're gonna do anything in the playoffs, I guess you're gonna have to beat fighters like that, and again, just not coming back to the stage. They knocked Olimar off one more time, taking him to 1 stock left, but not even... Didn't really seem like they gave him much of a fight there. Kept not getting back to this. I don't know, I guess, you know, when your Ice Climbers are a little too far away from each other, that can happen. It can be kind of hard to get back to the stage. So there's that. Olimar goes up again, 11 and 6 now. That's a very nice spot, because again, that's a 4-way tie at 10 and 6, which he was the top of. That's nice as well. He's got, of course, 3 left himself. Sephiroth is going to be next for him. He's number 8 right now, so it's not exactly going to be easy. Zero Suit Samus, though, that's certainly going to be easier, and Mr. Game & Watch after that, so slightly easier end to the season for Olimar, those last 2, but one more hard one to go through. But still, 11 wins, he's definitely in the playoffs, I'd say, and maybe even looking really good for securing this top 8. And to reiterate, that top 8, of course, is the staying 8 at the top, staying 6 at the bottom. We got the move in the middle, the 7 in between those. Olimar OG Yellow probably wants to stay, right? These 2 new to the league here, Richter 8 and 8 in that middle pack, of course. Right in the middle. Just needs 2 wins. Daisy, a nice way to begin a needed 2 win out of 4 run here. Daisy 5 and 11, still a shot somehow for her. It was completely horrible basically all season, and then somehow all of a sudden she's won like 3 matches, 3 or 4 matches even. And just stays alive in the playoffs, but again, probably already done. It just comes down to people above her winning. She doesn't necessarily, I mean, she needs a lot of people to lose as well as winning out. So yeah, never an easy time, and that's just with the 11 losses, not even mentioning the 12 losses of Zero Suit Samus. So not a great shot for her, and she to come, since again we only have 3 matches remaining after this for her. Sorry about that. We have Duck Hunt coming up, and then Samus, and then Ridley for her. So Duck Hunt easy, Samus harder, Ridley very hard, and Daisy. Return knockout on Richter. She actually got the first one there. It's all tied up. Just keeping it very close with this one. 8 and 8 Richter. Should have an easy way into this, starting here with Daisy. He's got Incineroar next. That's not easy. And for his last 2, then he's got Duck Hunt again, easy, super easy one, the easiest it gets, as easy as it gets. And finally Sonic. Although we saw Duck Hunt beat Ridley in the very first match of the season, so there is that. And Sonic is also slightly easy, so Richter should be able to get in. Should be able to get into the playoffs, but it's I don't know. Anything could happen. The fact that he's on the brink right there at 8 and 8 means a lot because there's still 2 below him that are making playoffs at the moment at 8 and 9, and 1 of the 7 and 9s. But right now, and yeah, I guess Climbers losing helps. Everyone when the top wins, it helps the bottom. I should say when the top wins against the middle, it helps the bottom. Daisy drifting off the stage there, and then immediately returns for a knockout, and again keeps it even. I mean, it's the other way around this time. She was knocked out first, but keeps it even either way. And a huge frying pan, 29% damage from that thing. I think she used that turnip twice. Oh no, she's laying there and the poison mushroom just falls right on her. What? That is the worst luck ever. And then Richter grabs that super mushroom. That could be it. 56 to 72. Daisy's favor still though. Oh man, the giant boomerang blade. That is scary. By the throwing axe, 85. Richter now with the percent lead, 99 to 73. Huge chain whip. Giant Richter. Daisy attacks. Does she have anything left in the tank? 129 to 80. Popping off Richter's head while he's giant, but attacked afterward. It's not looking good at all for her. She can get the super mushroom. Oh man, that could do it. 1 hit. And Daisy will take another massive upset because they've been upsets recently. Not the last one against Wii Fit, but Min Min and Ike. No, wait, Ike beat her, but she beat Min Min, and she is now defeated by Richter. Whew, that was close, Richter. Making it an interesting one for sure. Daisy also did beat Robin, so yeah, she did have another good one there. I knew there was another one somewhere. It wasn't that long ago, but Richter does not fall to the I don't know, the playoff ender down there, who's now probably ended playoffs for herself with that loss, 5 and 12, where Zero Suit Samus is not quite out yet, but I believe after this set they probably will be. All we really need, I mean, I guess it's still not going to be positive because the best we can do is 8 wins to get in, and that means that 12 losses, 8 and 12 would still possibly get in. So I guess, yeah, they're still going to be safe with 12. Zero Suit Samus with a loss will be done, but yeah, I guess Daisy and the Wii Fit trainer at 5 and 11, if they lose as well, I guess they'll still be okay. But yeah, not really. Richter 9 and 8. That's nice for him. Moving up in the world. Okay, well, Richter at least has a chance to move up in the world. His record, of course, goes up, but Isabelle and Pikachu just above him is 9 and 7s. One of them goes down. Actually, he's got the head-to-head against Pikachu. Probably not against Isabelle. That might not have happened, but it's possible he did also beat Isabelle somewhere, wherever that happened. But either way, we do have that Pika right now. Pika 9 and 7, and Mr. Game & Watch down at 6 and 10, faring basically as well as he did in the Blue Division last season. And he ended 8 and 12. 1 match kind of away from playoffs, but it could have been 2 away depending on matchups and everything. Misses the huge hammer on Pikachu. That's too bad for him. Pikachu Richter as well because of that last win. Both him and Pikachu, it seems like they do have a chance at the top 8 still. Richter doesn't really matter for him. Pikachu is one of the OG yellows though. He might like to get into that top 8. It's not easy. It's not easy to get into the top 8 in any division. I mean, look at who number 8 is right now, Sephiroth, right on the cusp. And then just below him is Pikachu and Isabelle. Isabelle herself was up there in the top 8 for a long time. Got Ridley and Robin just above Sephiroth. I mean, it doesn't get very easy. And below him, yeah, Richter, Ice Climbers, who were up there most of the time. I don't know if Ice Climbers have any shot now with their loss today. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be able to make the top 8. But yes, that is not the case for Pikachu, who is down a stock right now and poisoned as well. 157 on Mr. Game & Watch's first, 42 on Pikachu's second. Cannot get a hit in edgewise though. There you go. Needs a little more than that. The Super Mushroom Still not helping Pikachu. Jumps over the poison mushroom, then grabs it. Back to normal size. 75 to 176 on Game & Watch's first. Not looking good at all for... Okay, Pikachu gets one knockout, but he's taken 95% damage already. Game & Watch comes back for almost an easy knockout. It's gonna... Oh, nope, still misses. Super Mushroom. Almost helping, but not quite. Got Pika to 124, though, already. So, yeah, it's not looking good at all for Pikachu. You're down almost an entire stock at the moment. And, yeah, if he gets knocked out, it will be officially. Another Super Mushroom for Game & Watch. He's pulled a few of those already. A few more of them for sure. And a tiny Pikachu. 145%. Just grab Game & Watch, but no, that doesn't last very long. 24 on Game & Watch, that whole stock lead now. And this is going to be, yeah, this is kind of huge. Game & Watch is going to move to 7 and 10. To give himself still a chance as he continues to just behind that 7 and 9 pack. Just needs those guys to lose. And get some tiebreakers. Still, of course, 3 sets to go. Plenty of time. And there it is. Easily, Game & Watch is going to take this victory over the 9 and 7. Now 9 and 8 Pikachu, who just now dropped below Richter for sure. So there's that. Wow. All right. Game & Watch, yeah, 7 and 10. He's got Joker next, which is one of those 7 and 9s right now. So that's good for him. Robin after that is not as easy, and Olimar too. So he's got 2 really tough ones. The 10 and 6s today. Olimar already winning. Not easy way to get into the playoffs for sure, because this is 7. He can get 8 with the Joker win, which is one that's actually doable, feasible. That'll be 8. That's not quite enough. He's going to need to pick up one of those really tough ones to have a chance. It looks like maybe both of them. Pikachu, though. Still a better shot, obviously, at 9 and 8, but you hate to see that. We know Isabelle's coming up next, 9 and 7 at the moment. See if she drops to Sonic next match, which is, again, another 9 and 7 versus 6 and 10. There's only 2 of each of those records. They're fighting each other today. Crazy. And then he's got Pokemon Trainer, slightly maybe easier, but need to win that one because Trainer's 7 and 9 today, trying to make it in. And then finally Incineroar for Pikachu. Ouch, that's not the way you want to finish your season. But if you can win the other ones, Pikachu, you'll be good. Pikachu, though, the way the matchups are going for him against, like, Richter, the guys that he's right around, Isabelle maybe, we'll see about that next set, actually. Pikachu's going to just have to win out to have a chance, I think, to make the top 8, to get 12 and 8, and have a chance. Because, again, if Richter goes 12 and 8, then Richter might just take that 8th spot from him. Either way, he's going to need some more losses up there in the top, which are not currently happening. Definitely needs the Isabelle loss here. Would help him out. Drop her to the same record as him as they go into their head-to-head next set. Would also be awesome for us. But Isabelle's got Sonic here. Yeah, 6 and 8. He did just beat Game & Watch, though. So, Game & Watch was up a little bit. Sonic and Game & Watch, Joker, Samus, Pokemon Trainer, they've all like really been fighting for those bottom spots, and down goes Sonic already. 30% supersized Isabelle right now on a first stock. That is not at all good for Sonic there. That's a big mountain to climb to try to come back into this one. Sonic, the Super Mushroom, though, that could just help. A nice big hit there, 68% on Isabelle. She's just pulled the Poison Mushroom. That is all it takes. That's all it takes to try to turn it around. But not going to happen. Not going to happen. Only gets that one hit. So Isabelle still looking good. 68%. 30 on Sonic second. No, 89 now on Isabelle. And yeah, Sonic, what's his outlook like? Well, he's got Isabelle now, of course. He's got 6 wins, and he's got 10 losses. So what? He can maybe take one more loss, it's looking like, for 9 and 11. Could be this one, because this is tough. Next up, he's going to have to take on Pokemon Trainer. That's easier, and it's one he's going to have to win to knock Pokemon Trainer out. Incineroar is after that. That's extremely hard. And Richter after that. The way it's looking, Richter's probably going to be okay for playoffs by then. Maybe, maybe not. That actually could be. We could, depending on how things go, Sonic could be trying to get in with that match, I suppose. Richter, though. Yeah, no. Yeah, never mind. I take it back. Yeah, they could both still end up like 10-10, and so, or even 9-11. And so that match could be Sonic taking a spot from Richter somehow. That'd be crazy. But yeah, possible. He does, again, he needs to win out pretty much, especially if he loses this one, then he certainly does. But if he can somehow come back here, 147-35 to Saki. Now he's down to 135. Supersized Isabelle right where we were stock each ago. The problem coming is that Incineroar match, of course. I do not think he has a chance. If he loses this one, I don't think he's got a shot anymore. Unfortunately for Sonic, he put in such a good run here toward the end. He had a really bad season last season in the blue. He wasn't looking good at all this season either. I mean, he started, when did he finally break out of the top 6? That probably wasn't until, let's see here, set 11, halfway through the season. After set 11, he finally broke into the middle, moving middle, and that was just number 15 at 4 and 6, finally. So not great. And yeah, last season he was 6 and 14. He just did horribly, and you know, everyone loves Sonic, right? So kind of sad to see. I'm pretty sure in competitive play he's like S tier, right? I don't know if that's actually the case. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure I saw a tier list before, and it had Sonic as S. So crazy to see. I mean, he's just ridiculously fast. If the computer was better at controlling his speed and agility, maybe that's, you know, maybe that would change a lot of things. But he did at least get the same amount of wins already this season as he had last season. Computer Sonic. So I can give him a hand for that at least. He's still in this one, I guess, kind of, not really. 120, 65 on Isabelle's second. She's just going to look for this supersized knockout. There it is. Okay. Down goes Sonic. Isabelle increasing 10 and 7. That is gonna maybe put her back. She could actually, yeah, get back into the top 8 with a Sephiroth loss today, having still to have his bye. That's incredible. Isabelle has Pikachu next. Again, we already mentioned that one's going to be great. Then she's got Joker, and then finally Robin. So that's tougher. Joker's not as tough, but it could be. It's not a gimme by any means. So, yeah, she could still pick up a few losses before the end here. But with 10 now, she should again be okay. When all is said and done, she should be all right at 10 and 10 if she would lose out somehow at this point. So that's great for her. Sonic, though, 6 and 11. Game & Watch goes up. Sonic goes back down. The way things are going, it's tough. It's tough with too many of those lower ones win. Then the low ones that don't win, now they are going to be done. All right, and now we got that Joker 7 and 9. Zero Suit Samus probably already done, but not. Yeah, as we mentioned, 12 losses, not necessarily out yet because of the seven wins allowing you still to get in. And right now, one of the 7 and 9s are getting in. Joker, Samus, Trainer. Joker's the one that's getting in right now. Samus and Pokemon Trainer haven't gone yet. They're not in the worst match. They're in the next 2 after the worst. So the first of the best 4, first 2 of the best 4, that is. Because they are pretty good with those 7 and 9s in such an important place. And they're also taking on Min and Incineroar. Min versus Samus, Incineroar versus Pokemon Trainer. Those are going to be very hard matches to win. But and that being said, Joker here has already, with the win over Samus, not fighting Trainer yet, has the best shot to just stay there and increase, especially against Zero Suit Samus. The second worst right now in the league. To certainly retain that spot if she loses again here. And remain the only one at, she would be the only one at 13 losses then. Yeah, if she can win though, she'll be alright still. Especially taking Joker down. And she does get the first knockout there, supersized help, 89 on her right now. playing fast. She's another one of those very agile and quick fighters. Joker's kind of as well, though. So a very fast-paced match. These two Sonic Sheik, only some of the fastest fighters in the game. Right now, it is slightly paying off for Zero Suit Samus. Joker's got her at 155 here. He's poisoned now, though. 44 on his second, and about to get the Ghost, however. I'll help him out. He's going to get normal size, too, around the same time. Yep. A supersized mushroom off the side of the stage. It looked like Samus wanted to go for it, and she pays for it as Joker cleans up that first stock there, and 44 on his second leaves him in a decent enough space. Half left on the Ghost as he pulls another poison, though. Go Super Mushroom now for him again. See if he can bring it back. Actually down a decent bit right now. Normal sizes. Samus another shot. 73-3 right now. A Poison Mushroom though for her. Block it. Wow, she's blocking basically everything the Joker throws at her. Super Mushroom for Joker again. It's up to 99 now. Samus has him at 105. 15 on her. Wow, it's crazy. She's doing an incredible job of dodging and blocking. Wow, what an... Are you serious? What a move. Stomping him right into the ground, but she can't capitalize on him getting stuck. That was pretty awesome, though. I don't think I've ever seen Zero Suit do that. I mean, it takes some epic timing. I mean, she didn't mean to do that. It just happened to happen, but it was pretty cool. And oh no, she has an epic lead right now with getting the knockout afterward, a bit after that. 79 on her poison to second. Now she's back to normal. 23 on Joker's last. She is looking for a massive upset right now. And again, she's probably already done. Like, 1 or 2 more wins in the last 3 sets by the wrong fighters, and she's just done either way. But she's going to do everything she can before that to just ruin people's hopes and dreams here. The Joker is, again, one of the ones for sure that she can do it to. And next up, who can she upset next time? She's got Robin next time, so that's not going to be much of an upset. That's just going to be her getting maybe destroyed, but who knows? You never know. She could actually end Robin's top 8 run, and same maybe with Olimar, but he won today, so maybe not. That's her last match. And she's got a bye, so she's just got to be done set 20, and that's that. She doesn't have any chance. We'll look at it, but I think yeah, she's probably also going to be done at the same time. She's going to be done with playoff potential. She's going to be done with the potential of getting into that move in the middle, so she's going to get stuck here for now in the yellow. And as always with these quick dodgy fighters, we got a long one, but she's still gonna, it looks like she's still gonna win this. Joker though does have still only 58 on his last, so it's close enough. 141 on Samus and the Super Mushroom now for Joker. All he really needs to do, yeah, is get this knockout. He doesn't get it. 150 on her second, and she gets a little more damage in. Uh-oh. That is what you don't want if you're Joker. This is exactly what you don't want. 85 now as he finally gets that tying knockout for stock. He's up to 85, and Joker just... That is cheating. Both of them obviously knew because they're AI cheaters, but they both knew there was a Super Mushroom up there, and Samus, I think they knew somehow that it just spawned and didn't even come onto the screen yet. Samus grabs it before Joker does. Doesn't do a whole lot with it, actually. Joker's bringing this back to almost even. Samus, a little more damage. A Super Mushroom just allowing Joker to grab that. And that could be the end right there. Joker bringing this back for a victory. 100 to 46, 100 to 52. He's back to normal size though now, and he didn't get enough damage, I don't think, with that. Needs another one. Or a poison one for Samus. That would do his... Whoa! Caught in that Electro Whip. 120 in the Ghost, but it's not going to do it, Samus. That last attack, another Electro Whip. And Samus just won a match. 6-12. She still has a shot. She just brought down one of the 7 and 9s with her. That's hilarious. But, you know, she doesn't actually have a shot because, again, if just a few, like Samus Trainer and even Joker himself still, even like Sonic and Game & Watch, Ice Climb, well, maybe not Ice Climbers, but all those other ones, if the wrong ones of those win, just one of those being above her, even the other ones above her, Daisy and Wii Fit Trainer. I mean, anybody who's above her winning more matches than her at this point, and she's done. It just takes one, and that's asking so much. But there's that Joker, Game & Watch next for him, and then he's got Isabelle. That's tough, and he's got to finish off with Pokemon Trainer. So he's got two that are important in Game & Watch. Yeah, with Game & Watch, yeah, with his win today, yeah, that is much more important. And then that last one as well against Pokemon Trainer is going to be important for playoff potential. And of course, then he also has to probably maybe win the other one as well. Maybe, well, yeah, probably. He's 7-10, so he's probably he might have to win out. Might be able to lose that one tough one against Isabelle. And here is our worst match of the day before our best four. Wii Fit Trainer's still a shot. He's 5-11. So just she or he, I mean the team of Wii Fit Trainers who's decided the male version has decided to fight today because I rolled a 2 and I rolled a 1 for Duck Hunt. So no skin for them. 2-14. Duck Hunt's just done already. No chance at all. Still has to fight Daisy even. Richter and Samus. Nobody's easy for Duck Hunt though. No, they do have 2 wins. And not against like easy opponents either. Well, Sonic was the one, and then Ridley though was the other one. That loss could really come back to bite Ridley at 10-6 right now. He's gonna get stuck doing that, I know. Wii Fit Trainer somehow 5-11 again, still a shot, better shot than of course Zero Suit Samus, but they need to win out, and they don't have to buy to cushion them at all, I guess. If they lose, they're going to be the same record as Zero Suit. That is, if they lose again. So when all is said and done, at least again, because Zero Suit has that last buy. The Wii Fit Trainer, though, they got Samus next again. Another one that they could use to get themselves perhaps a little closer to playoffs. After that, Ridley, not easy at all. And then the Mii Sword Fighter. So you can maybe almost write the Wii Fit Trainer out, but not just yet, because pretty much everybody's probably had one win against somebody good. So there's always the possibility. Right now, Duck Hunt is in the lead. 124 on his first, 47 on Wii Fit Trainer's second. Poison Mushroom on Duck Hunt, not even helping the Wii Fit Trainer. No. Still down here. Yeah, four great matches, though, to come. Very important ones. And, yeah, I mean, even Wii Fit Trainer, though. Slightly important for him because we did see Daisy, the other 5-11, lose out of Sonic and Game & Watch. We saw one of those 6-10s and Sonic go down. So Wii Fit Trainer and Sonic, if Wii Fit Trainer can win here and make some kind of comeback here and start climbing back up again, maybe even into the moving middle. That's perhaps a little more important for them if they want to get out of the yellow. Maybe try their luck in the red next season. Don't know what's easier, don't know what's harder quite yet. Tentatively ranking divisions by best to worst, I would say probably green, blue, yellow, red, but it's hard to say still. And it is going to change. We're trying to get those, of course, as even as they can be with moving the middle pack onward every season. That's kind of the whole point of that. And to freshen things up, to liven things up every season. As well as, of course, giving us new stages and new rules to play by, like our springtime mushrooms raining from the sky season. Next one, this is supposed to be our less crazy season because Pokeballs were last season. So next time we're gonna have another crazy one, and it's gonna be even crazier. I'm gonna try to make it even more insane than Pokeballs was. So it should be super fun to watch, I'm hoping. And then after that, we're gonna go back to, that's gonna be after the off season. That'll be our late fall into early winter season. Then for our late winter into spring season, like this time, we'll do another more, this time meaning the time of the year, and this time meaning this type of setup. It'll be a little more benign, but it's going to be even more simplified than this. We might have like one item or something. I don't even know what it would be. We might do like one item and maybe a stage that has a slightly more going on. Maybe not, because it's not like this stage has a whole lot happening for it. I mean, the tree blowing doesn't do a whole lot. It's basically Battlefield with a little bit of a breeze. So, which is a great stage. Don't get me wrong, but if we wanna switch things up slightly, yeah, it's gonna be not as crazy of a season. Not even as crazy as this, because we're not gonna have the mushrooms not gonna have an item that can play such a big role. Is basically what we're gonna do, and we're gonna work our way. Then we're gonna have another crazy season. And then the season after that, maybe we'll even do a nothing except the map. No items, but some kind of map that's not Final Destination. And then next time we come around for one of those simple, more benign types of seasons, we'll go maybe straight up Final Destination. That'll be like whatever that'll be at that point, season 5 or 7. Probably, I think it'd be 5 at that point. Maybe we'll wait till 7 if we go that long. Who knows? Who knows how many seasons of this we'll do? However many you guys want, I guess. As long as you guys enjoy it, then we'll keep doing it. Let me know. The more comments, the more positive comments I get about it, the more I'm willing to do it in the future. So yeah, Duck Hunt is gonna win that one. Didn't really feel like I needed to call that one necessarily, but Wii Fit Trainer losing there is very important for them, at least. It might be the end for their season and the end for their chances to move on to the Red next season, which is easier than getting into the playoffs. There are those other 2 spots that don't make playoffs that could move you on. Duck Hunt's going to stay down at the very bottom either way, but 3-14 now. That's cool, I guess. Maybe not the very worst in the league anymore. We'll have to check on that. All right, here we go, though. This is it. And yes, by the way, there is still a 2-win fighter. That's Diddy Kong. He's the very worst right now. He's the only 2-loss fighter. It's a bunch of 3 losses. Min and Samus. Not either of those. Either one of these, not one of them. I think that's how English works. Min is way up at the top, 11-5, number 3 right now by herself. Samus is the one that's still trying to make the playoffs at 7-9, but hey, Joker lost. That means that all Samus needs to do is win here, and she is in again in the playoff picture, and then she just has to keep winning, and she'll remain. As long as she gets in, as long as you're in that playoff picture, and you can win from that point onward, there's no way you're going to fall out of it. That's how stats works, right? That's how records work, at least. So that'd be cool, but Min extremely tough. Will not go down very easily at all, but a poison mushroom might help. Super mushroom on Samus, huge size difference, and not gonna do anything with it. That's unfortunate for Samus. 41-82. Min's actually on the attack still. Min has Ridley next. That's crazy. It's gonna be a tough one, but it is Min. Sword Fighter after that, oh man, and then Ice Climber, so a slightly easier one to finish things at least. But she's still got 2 really hard ones. But she's up there. That's her caliber apparently, a fighter, by the looks of things. Although those 2 losses, she could be looking a lot worse, I suppose. Well, not really, I guess. If she would somehow lose this one, I mean, she's ahead. She could easily still lose it, obviously, but she is ahead right now. If she would lose this and lose those 2 tough ones, I guess she would be 11-8, but that's still pretty good. And then Ice Climbers afterward. So yeah, of course, 11-9, the worst she can do with 11 wins. she could just be one out of being good at the end of things for the top 8. She won't clinch it, of course, with 12, but at the end, 12 could do it for you. A lot of 10 wins, though. 10 wins actually filling up the top 8 right now. Doesn't mean they'll get much higher than that. All remains to be seen. 3 super important sets left. Crucial. It's tied up here, but 17 to 77 on the 2 stocks. Samus, Poison Mushroom. Could be it for her second. A super for Min Min. Again, she's not going to be able to do any damage. Interesting. Size difference is not quite helping there a couple times for these guys. For these gals. Min Min big and then little. Well, big and then medium from the Poison Mushroom. Couple more hits from her. 55 to 115, keeping a decent lead. But one slip up, you never know. Still close enough. Super Mushroom for Min Min. She's going to get that extra reach on those crazy arms and get that knockout on the side of the stage before Samus can come back. 55 on Min Min's second. Now it's looking quite good for her with only that 55 on there. And some nice attacks there. She just makes Samus blow herself up, so she's up to 41% now. Looks like Min's going to take this one and move to a nice, very strong 12 and 5 spot. There it is. 12 and 5. Yeah, I don't think she's going anywhere. You can probably bet on seeing her in this division next season again. Great win, 11 and 5. Oh, sorry, 12 and 5, and that is again Samus another 7 and 9. Bites the dust. We have one more to go. Next up, Trainer. It means Pokemon Trainer has a shot. Just needs to win, just like Samus. Just needs to win to get in for now, and then just needs to win to stay in. Yeah, unfortunately for Pokemon Trainer, we'll talk about it. No chance to stay in this division where they were first place last season. But yeah, Samus. It's going to have Wii Fit Trainer next, and then Daisy, and finally Duck Hunt. So that is incredibly easy. Those are like 3 of the easiest, save for not having to fight Zero Suit Samus in the end there. It would be one of the other 4 easiest. Those are 3 of the 4 easiest. But man, that's a great way for her to finish. If she can just pick those 3 up, she won't have any problem getting into the playoffs, I would say. She's got 7 and 10 now. That would get her to 10 and 10. Should be just fine. Of course, you still have to worry. Still have to win 3 matches in a row. Your last 3 matches, you have no room for error, really, as Samus. It's going to be the same for Pokemon Trainer, but harder because of the matchups, the loss to Samus already. Not fighting Joker just yet, but we'll have to see about that. Sonic is up next for Pokemon Trainer, and then Pikachu, and then that matchup with Joker last. So some really extremely important matches still, all of them left for Trainer. Pikachu could even fall to that point where there's some potential for another playoff spot to be opened up. And oh wow, okay, that is Pokemon Trainer got instantly eliminated, and then Incineroar was doing some crazy Incineroar shenanigans, and as usual, launched himself down and off the stage. That is an amazing Squirtle skin with the white shell. Wow, that's incredible. I think it's the first time we're seeing that on our videos here. That's amazing. So one great thing about doing the random skins, we get to see some new ones we don't usually see. They do use our secondary and tertiary, obviously, for the ones that move on, those would change, but those are the only ones. So it's nice that we can get some random ones. And we always do this, of course, in the Shorts League. It's always random skins. Don't necessarily see all the skins, because I have to roll all the different numbers for every different fighter, and I highly doubt that's happened yet. That's a cool Ivysaur as well. The white bulb. So awesome. I bet Charizard's amazing too. We could match up the secondary and tertiary Pokemon Trainer skins more based on the... Oh, wow. the colors of the Pokemon skins rather than the trainer would make more sense, but that would be a little harder to see. And okay, Incineroar's gonna just come back and off the ropes, the Irish Whip, clothesline, and that is it for the second stock of the trainer. But Incineroar again was knocked away and then just launched himself downward off the stage trying to get back. Is this no? He's not going to do it again. But Pokemon Trainer knows what they have to do here with the white-gray Charizard, which looks amazing as well. Incineroar just grew large. So did... Wait a second. Where they must have been poisoned, because Charizard's down just normal size, I think. Yeah. 78, though, on an Incineroar. Charizard, 47, Pokemon Trainer. It's poisoned now. Oh, man, it's going to be so close. This is a crazy fast match, though, and I can't believe it's come down to the wire. Incineroar with the looked like some kind of seismic toss or something. Didn't happen. 85 to 69, and there's the volleyball. It looked like volleyball passed, didn't it? Passed him right off the stage. Oof. Man, that was so close, though. So close, Pokemon Trainer. All the 7 and 9s are going to drop to 7 and 10, and that means that the door has been left wide open for everybody, well, except for Duck Hunt, to still somehow make these playoffs. But that is just that one spot that they're all trying to get. It's not very much. Right now, at least. Because, again, we do have the Ice Climbers dropping and allowing for a little more because they got... Oh, wait, no, wait. Yeah, they did drop. So it's that 9 losses. That 9-loss spot is where they're at as well because they still got their bye next. So very, very interesting. It's very possible that there's 2 spots left, perhaps, for those low-ranked fighters to make it in. Incineroar, his last matches, if you're wondering, Richter, Sonic, and finally Pikachu. So it's both of them in the middle there, and then two of them in the middle, all of them in the middle, I guess. Sonic's just out of it, maybe going to be just in now because he lost as well. Game & Watch. Game & Watch is the one that won 6 and 10. 6 and 10, Sonic loses. 3, 7 and 9s all lose. And of course, the 8 and 9 Ice Climbers lost. So there's yeah, a lot of losses in the middle to bottom half of this division. Everybody, literally all of them. Can count Game & Watch in the bottom half, the bottom quarter really, and he won. And we had Wii Fit lose, Daisy lose. Who even won today? Zero Suit Samus won, Duck Hunt won. The very 2 at the very bottom. Doesn't change anything, for them, but it does change so much for others. Here though, Robin versus Sephiroth got 2 more left, and they're of course going to be 2 amazing ones. All top 8 fighters. Me Sword Fighter, of course, number 1 on the bye. Ooh, man, Sephiroth, big knockout on Robin there. Robin may have had a poison mushroom. Not sure if it lasted that entire time, but certainly helped Sephiroth take that. He's got it. Whoa, he had the super mushroom, but he just falls off this. Did he do that last set too? He just kind of like doesn't do anything. He just falls off the stage. Just doesn't even try to recover. Silly, but there we go. He's got another super mushroom, 44 on Robin. Is it because he's like so big and it messes with the CPU when they fall off the stage and they're big like that? I don't even know. 108 on Robin though. She's not faring very well, even with the help Sephiroth tried to give her. Sephiroth is 10 and 7. Robin's 10 and 6. It's pretty much an even matchup with Sephiroth still to have his bye, but she is ahead technically. And wow, yeah, it's not looking good at all for her. She's just eliminated again. 6% on Sephiroth. 30 now. And Robin, she's got Zero Suit Samus next. She's got Game & Watch. Finishes up with Isabelle, so 2 decently easy ones for that tough one. It could be enough for her. Again, she's already at 10 wins, that is. Probably going to be just fine for playoffs. A couple, if she could win those couple easy ones, that she could even, that could be enough just to get into the top 8 there. Stay in 8. If she wants to stay in this yellow here, why not? If you can make the top 8, I feel like you would want to stay. Bragging rights And of course, you've obviously done well enough that, you know, judging by depending on what happens when the middle guys coming from the what would be the blue division here, could fare even better next season. Now, when you're at the bottom, you want to get it moving middle. When you're at the bottom, staying 6, because you don't want to stay. You want to get out and try something new. Robin is able to get Sephiroth out for the second time, but he's got a Super Mushroom 84 on Robin's last already. Oh man, one more. Nope. He opts for the little laser lightning bolt out of the hand instead of using that massive sword when he's big to just hit Robin while she's trying to get back to the stage. You know, now she's back, and nope, she just threw her sword into the air. Sword wand thing, like tossed it away. Didn't matter. Got it back. 127 to 30. Not much chance, but she's still in it, so there is a tiny one. Nope, there it is. Sephiroth finally. Last attack needed. And that is very interesting. Yes, yes. Sephiroth, Sephiroth. Not good for anybody. He's gonna try to lock in that top 8 spot himself. He's gonna move to 11 and 7. Robin to 10 and 7, where he just was. And that is 1. Olimar went up to 11 and 6. Robin's down. And we have Ridley versus Ike, the other two 10 and 6s left to fight each other. How about that? Sephiroth has Olimar next. And then he's got to take on nobody because he's got his bye finally. And then he's got Ike. So that's going to be quite interesting. Probably not like a top 3 fight or anything, because Min winning and Incineroar winning both are going to really start locking in those top 3s along with Swordfighter. But still, yeah, honestly, they don't have a whole lot to fight for other than seeding, because it looks like they're probably all going to make the top 8 the way things are looking. Maybe. Again, also based on who they have to fight, it looks like the top 8 should be within reach for everybody here. Of course, for our best match, I rolled double 1s. So we got primary skins. Ridley, Ike, 10 and 6s. What a great way to end here. 1 10 and 6 Olimar goes up. He's actually the top of that guy. Robin, who beat Ridley, goes down. So yeah, it could change a lot of things here. Olimar beat everybody, so it doesn't really matter for him. But yeah, whoever wins obviously going to go above the other. It'll be a very important tie-breaking match as well. Ridley just straight off the stage immediately there. So Ike has a huge lead, and Ridley trying to stop that with that crazy charge attack he has. Oh, he's got a super mushroom, and he does it again, and immediately Ike is eliminated. Wow, that was insane. And now back to 2 stock, 0%, 2 stock each. And again, yeah, Ridley doing some crazy dragon things. He just keeps spamming that move, but hey, if it's gonna work, then do it. We're at the end of things here. Get all the wins he did it again. And Ike is just getting destroyed right now by that thing. 97 on Ike, 10 on Ridley. And all of a sudden, yeah, it's really bad for Ike after having basically a free knockout to begin things. Ridley has Min. He's got Wii Fit Trainer and Daisy. After he gets through this and Min, he's got 2 easy ones to finish off. Oh, what a counter by Ike there. Needed it, or he was probably done. That stock, 60 to 116, keeping it kind of close. Oh no, yeah, just a little mistimed there. He's going to be off the stage with the up B. Nice attempt at the attack, but can he do enough here to bring it back to even with that attack? I don't know. Oh man, I don't know what just happened there. Like the whole screen messed up whenever. Did Ike block that charge attack thing? Like the camera, it faked the camera out or something. There it is, Ike, though, 63% on that last stock. There's so much damage. This is such a fast-paced match again. So much damage coming out, both sides, but Ike is taking, obviously, the brunt of it. 88, 90 now on his last. He's done nothing to Ridley's last stock. He needs that. Oh, no, that's a poison mushroom. And he did get it. That is not what he needs. Oh, poor Ike. Look out! There's a giant dragon dinosaur thing with bunny ears. Oh, he just blocked that. That was, again, gonna definitely be a knockout there. Can you block it again? Because he's big. He's ginormous, and you're 157. Ouch. Dragon Stomp finishes things there. Ridley. He's won again. He is 11-6 with Olimar now. We have 10-7 Ike and Robin. We have the 11-7 Sephiroth. Craziness. Ike finished things off there. After now, he goes down. Still, again, should be fine with the 10 wins. But he's got me Sword Fighter. He's got Ice Climbers. He's got Sephiroth. So at least one slightly easier one in the Ice Climbers could make sure that he's comfortably in. But that could actually, he could actually be up, could be questionable about his top 8. He might be the one that's fighting for with Isabelle there at the end. That last top 8's number 8 spot. Very interesting because, again, Ike was number 2. Yes, Pokemon Trainer was number 1. Ike was number 2 last season. They were the same record, 14-6. Pokemon Trainer just barely beat him out in the last set with the tie-breaking stuff. Yeah, Pokemon Trainer, no way to make it into the top 8. They might not even make it into the move in middle the way things are going right now. But Ike has a chance to stay here in his OG yellow. Can he do it? We'll see where everyone's ended up now after this insane set 18. Oh man, we have some craziness here for sure. I'm going to also show you, now that we're coming down to the end here, a little bit of an outlook for all the divisions as we go through here. I'll throw it up on the screen there where everyone stands, all 4 divisions next to each other side by side, so you can kind of see which ones are doing, how they're doing, how they're doing with regards to the other ones. Some have a lot of people eliminated. Red division has nobody eliminated yet. Only one here eliminated officially in the yellow. Tons of people clinching, but set 18, we had Olimar defeating Climbers, Richter defeating Daisy, Game & Watch over Pikachu, Isabelle defeating Sonic, Zero Suit Samus over Joker, Duck Hunt defeating Wii Fit Trainer, Min over Samus, Incineroar defeating Pokemon Trainer, Sephiroth beating Robin, and Ridley beating Ike at the end there. So after that, set 18 now, Sword Fighter still at the top, 14-3 after the bye, but 13-4 Incineroar now just behind him, and Min 12-5, both of them winning. So climbing a little closer to the Sword Fighter. We have Olimar and Ridley tied at 11-6. Olimar defeated him already. Sephiroth moving up into the middle between those guys that were at the 10-6 point. 11-7 there now for Sephiroth. 10-7 is the ones that lost there. Isabelle and Ike. Isabelle already beat Ike. We also have Robin winning and moving to losing and going 10-7. Because wait a second. Yeah, because Isabelle was actually, she was 9-7 and 1, and after that she actually beat Ike already. So she's gonna move right up into that 7th spot. Ike's gonna drop into the 8th, and Robin's moving the whole way out into the 9th spot. Her and Isabelle actually are going to be up against each other in the last set, so that's going to be amazing, set 21, Isabelle versus Robin. But for now, Robin's dropped out of the top 8, but of course that's tentative right there. 10 wins still is pretty amazing. The 9-8 Richter, who beat the 9-8 Pikachu, and in fact 8 losses there at 9-8 for Pikachu and Richter. They still have a chance for the top 3, crazy enough, with Min at 12-5. A slight, very, very tiny chance probably. Then we got Climbers. There's a little bit of a gap there. Climbers 8-10 without having their bye just yet. And then we have Joker, Samus, and Pokemon Trainer and Game & Watch, all 7-10 now. And that 7-10 Joker, the last getting into the playoffs still, who beat Samus. Samus beat Pokemon Trainer and Game & Watch, and Pokemon Trainer beat Game & Watch. So Game & Watch doesn't move any higher. Everyone else stays where they were because they were already tied. But still good for Game & Watch tying them up now and having a really good shot. If a couple of them lose and he wins, then he's right there. So, and then the 8-10 Ice Climbers as well is on their bye. So a lot of chances there for those lower, as well as Sonic here at 6-11. Even Zero Suit Samus at 6-12, now moving above the 5-12 Daisy and Wii Fit Trainer, who lost. Daisy beat Wii Fit Trainer. So yeah, it's crazy. So Zero Suit Samus now not second to last. She's all of a sudden 4th to last. And it does actually have a chance to make it still into the moving middle. Same with the other 12 losses. Duck Hunt, though, 3 and 14. Even with his win today, I think he's just done. He's going to be in the bottom 6 no matter what. But insane. Things are really shaping up here in all the divisions. It's getting crazy. I've been saying that literally every set, I know, but it's true. It's really coming down to the wire. There's so many different things people are still vying for. The top 8 not really locked up at all. The top 3 not even locked up. I mean, anyone can really still make the top 8. Let's see here, because 10 and 7 gets you in. If you can get, it's possible that with just 10 and 10 you can get into the top 8 stuff, which is ridiculous. Pikachu has even a chance to not just get himself into the staying point because he's OG yellow, but getting into the top 3, which would be crazy. He's really the only one in the middle there. Pokemon Trainer as well, but I mean, yeah, Pokemon Trainer 7 and 10 does somehow still have a chance with the 10 and 7 Ike and Isabelle at getting in. It'd be insane. And again, I don't know matchup wise if it's even possible, but just in looking at that, the records, it's possible Trainer ties at 10 and 10, and who knows where they all end up. There's so many that could get that 10 and 10. I mean, just look at how close everybody in the middle of this division is. This division is one of the craziest ones because there's a lot of wins toward the top, and then you have all those that are 11, 10, 9, and then you have all those that are 7 and 6, and even 5. Like, look at all that. That's just insane. It's just insane. Climbers right smack dab in the middle, 8 and 10 on their bye. So anyway, that's that. Next up is going to be that set 19 for the red as we make our way last 3 sets for every division. We've got Mario taking on Brawler, Pyra and Mithra versus Marth, Pit versus Byleth, Jigglypuff taking on Peach, Dr. Mario against Lucario, DK versus Greninja, Ryu against Kirby, Zelda versus Yoshi, Terry taking on Simon, and Hero versus K Rool at the end. Young Link on a bye. 7 and 11, he's actually not doing too bad himself there. These guys for their set 19, oh man, it's going to be good. I think it's going to be fantastic. We've got so many good matches that this is our first match is going to be Isabelle at 10 and 7 taking on Pikachu at 9 and 8, who were just tied up. Now they're going to be fighting each other. That's such a great way to start. And even another good one after that, 7 and 10 came in watch against the 7 and 10 Joker. Are you serious? Yes, I am. That means somebody has to actually get out of that 7 win point and move up into 8, and that means that it will be 8 for sure. Somebody's got to move there for that last playoff spot. So it'll be 8 to get in, no doubt, next time because of that match. Pokemon Trainer versus Sonic is after that, and that's another amazing one with Trainer at 7 and 10 and Sonic at 6 and 11. And then we move into our quote-unquote worst 3. Zero Suit Samus at 6 and 12 is up against Robin who just lost at 10 and 7, who needs another win for sure. There would be a good one. Samus then 7 and 10 against the Wii Fit Trainer. It's at 5 and 12. That's still amazing because we got the 7 and 10 Samus fighting that. Then we got Daisy versus Duck Hunt. That's definitely the worst one. So 5 and 12 Daisy, 3 and 14 Duck Hunt. Maybe if Daisy wins that, she continues her chances for a playoff run. I don't know. Our best 4 though, Richter 9 and 8 versus Incineroar at 13 and 4. That's our worst of our best 4. Sword Fighter number 1, 14 and 3, is taking on Ike at 10 and 7. Then we got Sephiroth at 11 and 7, taking on Olimar at 11 and 6, right next to each other, and even closer. Well, maybe not closer, but 11 and 6 Ridley trying to take that 3rd spot from the 12 and 5 Min Min. Those are going to be some amazing matches next time. I'm really looking forward to that one. It's going to be great. Ice Climbers are on a bye, that 8 and 10 right in the middle, and I don't even know what's going to happen there. So the 4, 7 and 10s just behind them could tie them. You could also have, I guess you won't have Richter and Pikachu, the 9 and 8s. They won't be dropping to tie the Climbers, but they could be just one match away after that. Insanity. That's where things stand. That's what we got. I hope to see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Let me know who you think's going to win. Let me know who your favorite fighters are. Who are you vying for getting into the playoffs here? Who you want? Who do you like to play the most? Anyway, that's all I got. I will catch you in those upcoming sets. I'm Randy with Nerds Templar. Check everything else out on the channel. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. Peace.